104.1 KRBE.
Let's go. Good morning.
The Roula and Ryan Show.
Hey, Derek.
It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni and cheese hot dog.
Ryan. I am the worst DJ ever. With Eric.
We're the champions of the world.
104.1 KRBE.
Good
Morning. It's Tuesday, and it's April the 1st. It's April Fool's Day of 2025 at 6:02 a.m. with the whole gang, Roula, Ryan, Eric, Social K, and Sam. And here's how you know we're not going to play a prank on you. We just told you it's April Fool's Day.
They can play that drop of George Bush.
Oh, yeah.
Wait
Don't
a
be fooled
second.
again.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get
Let me
fooled.
find that thing.
Don't be fooled.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you.
Shame on who?
If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Yeah.
How about a whole CD of that, of him doing flubs and
Oh,
just
really?
fun stuff is goofy.
Will Ferrell was the best SNL president
Oh, yeah.
of SNL president.
because
Dana
he's
Carvey was
so
pretty good. Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey. Well,
Oh,
they,
yeah.
yeah, they were
But
both
Will
in
probably put
bushes.
him one.
I think
Yeah.
Will Ferrell, he just exaggerated it so much it was hilarious when
That's
he's like,
great.
strategery.
That was real weird.
It was just so funny.
So today being April Fool's Day, 1 in 3 workers have initiated or been on the receiving end of an April Fool's prank at work. So I'm curious to know who behind the scenes here is going to care enough to try and prank somebody else behind the scenes here.
I don't want to start anything.
It's not worth
It's not worth it. And
There's not really a big
we're all-
payoff here anymore. We don't have that many people around. It's like
No.
4 people here after
Plus,
us.
like, we're all of the personality. You do a little something to one another, and the revenge is going to be so much worse. So
I did buy
no.
something I've never used. It's just sitting there. It's I bought a home. It's a spray can of chalk
Okay. Why would you buy that?
because you could spray it.
Aerosol chalk.
I want to do a bit where I was going to spray Ryan's car and write like something like bad on it and pretend like it was. But then I'm like, what if that chalk doesn't? I have to spray it first. I
It's
never
like
did.
class of 2025.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
no.
it just wipes
yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah.
But there's some chalk stuff though that's not supposed to be like that white stuff that goes on the back of your windshield.
It's not shoe polish.
No.
Substance.
It's like the sidewalk chalk.
Yeah.
Sidewalk chalk. Wasn't that a Madonna song? That was
I don't know.
Sidewalk
I
Talk.
don't-
Sidewalk talk.
Was
not
it Sidewalk Talk? I didn't remember that one.
Yeah, that was her first song.
So April Fool's Day history, we can thank the Frenchies for that. According to research and history in the 16th
Those damn dogs
century,
did that.
the start of the new year was observed on April 1st. It was celebrated with parties and dancing into the late hours of the night. And then in 1562, Pope Gregory introduced a new calendar for the Christian world, and the new year fell on January 1st. Well, there were some people who had not heard or did not believe the change in the date. So they continued to celebrate New Year's Day on April 1st, and others would play tricks on them and call them April Fools.
I am the smartest man alive.
I did not know that. You're brilliant.
Calendar changes there.
Just don't
So-
fall for anything online. Like companies do that stuff too.
Yeah.
Dude, I fell for that Disney one that one year because I just saw that headline. I was like, wow, because it was right when Frozen was just out of control, crazy popular. And I was like, wow, they're changing Cinderella's castle to Elsa's castle. Interesting. And I remember I didn't repeat it on the air. I repeated it later in the day. And then the next morning when I got here, I go, oh, crap, it was April Fool's.
I saw on this little list in 2015, Redbox announced the debut of Pet Box, and it was entertainment for pets. But they have that because I remember my sister-in-law, like $4 a month or $2 a month. There's a pet channel.
Yeah,
So you-
there is.
Did you
Not
your dog's company?
My Samsung TV has it for free.
But I've read articles that.
yeah, I think the Samsung has the one that's
just
like a
defaults.
painting one.
Yeah.
Oh, those are
the
cool.
portrait TV. Samsung has a lot of free channels of just like landscapes, and like yesterday it changed from we were watching to bunnies and birds chirping and chicks for Easter. I go, what the heck is this?
Oh.
They have that dog channel and the cat channel for your pets to watch.
I've read that it doesn't matter what's playing on television for the dogs or cats. It has no bearing whatsoever.
I don't think
Whatever.
it does. Makes people feel good though. You
As
feel like
long
you're
as
Yeah.
we think that
I
they're
would
being
still-
kept company.
To this day, like when I go
like a
to
Diet
work,
Pepsi. You feel like you're, you sure you got a quarter pounder and large fries, but that Diet
That
Pepsi.
Pepsi sure made a diet.
oh yeah. But I still leave the TV on for my dog. Like if I've got to run an errand or something, I just feel like, oh, maybe it's keeping her company.
Or maybe it's annoying because if they can hear, it's too loud.
Extra
She can't
sound.
hear
Yeah, but now your
anything
TV
now.
judges uses. Are you still watching? I love to leave my TV on, but when I come home, it's
Not now,
gone to
but
sleep.
10 years ago, you
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
did this then.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you
up.
just leave the radio on, like the smart home? Because the TV is one of those appliances in the house that uses the most electricity.
Oh, really? She can't hear
That's why it
anything
goes to
now.
sleep.
She's almost completely deaf, and
I was reading something too about like talking about TVs when they back in the day in the 80s, 90s. If your TV went to crap, what'd you do with it?
Threw
You
it
went-
away?
No, you repaired it. They had repair shops everywhere.
Right, they did. They did.
okay.
What do you mean throw it away?
You mean the old
TVs
TV?
were $750?
No, like when
for a
when the
32
tube
inch
burned
TV?
out or
Yeah,
something. That was
yeah.
pretty much it.
Oh, you went and fixed this stuff. There used to be repair shops all the time. A vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Yes,
Now
the
people just-
vacuum cleaner.
People just take them and throw them away.
Do you
Recycle 'em.
ever have a problem finding bags for your vacuum
Have
cleaner?
you seen that one
I
on
always find a way to play that guy.
social media? My wife shared it with me. So I'm like, oh, everyone's getting it, I guess. It's like some system in your house that shows a kid take his shirt off and throw it against the wall and go, get sucked through this little vacuum system. Have you seen that one, Sam?
That's like real.
Like right now,
bougie.
new houses?
Yes.
Yeah,
new
it's-
houses.
I'm like,
even
what?
in the kitchen, underneath like the baseboard, you can like tap it with your foot and it'll open up and it'll be a vacuum, and you can like brush under the stuff.
Oh, it's central vac.
Well, that's
Even-
the vacuum one, but this one was like for laundry.
clothes?
I've
I'm
seen
like,
both
what
of
if that gets
those.
stuck? That's gonna be some major suckage, right?
God. Right.
Save that
Yeah, that
clip
would
right
suck.
there.
I got
Here's
it.
Eric.
I got a
So
T-shirt.
you're not gonna put that in your
stuck
teenager
the-
kid's bedroom? That vacuum thing?
Nope.
No way.
Ew.
Hell no.
Little Jimmy's lonely.
Yeah, keep that away. But you're gonna get this watch, I guarantee, within the next 2 days. You'll see it.
I mean, I can't imagine how that works. You have to have like a laundry chute throughout the walls of your house in every single room.
Eric, didn't you jump down the laundry chute when you were a kid?
No, ours is like the size of a toaster.
Oh, okay.
Second level, so I just drop it down. But sometimes it'd make a laundry, it'd be plugged. So then you go down the
Oh, it'd get clogged up?
next floor, and there was a hole there, so you can stick your hand in there and try and pull them down.
Y'all, when I was a kid, I was 9 years old. The first time I went to Chicago to visit my dad's sister, and I felt like her house was the Emerald City. It was amazing. First of all, it was 2 stories, so that was amazing. Because if you had a 2-story house, I was like, oh my gosh.
You're a baller.
And then she had the laundry chute upstairs that you open the little cabinet and just drops down to their basement. We don't have basements. So I was like, what? You actually have a 3-story house? And I would go down to the basement, and theirs was built out like a living room with a bar in it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where they'd have their Christmas parties, and they had lights and stuff, and this awesome bar.
I
And
don't
was
think
like,
you paid taxes for
this is
having
the
them.
Emerald City.
Like my dad's house that he built was a ranch one. After he got remarried, there was like 4,500 square feet,
That's huge.
or 42 on top.
God,
And then
that's
the
a
basement,
double house.
Wow,
man.
that's
and the
a big
basement was
house.
4,000 or 3,800 square feet.
God, that's
It's like a house
amazing.
under a house.
Yeah, because he had like like an office down there, and a couple bedrooms, and even a barber shop.
It's just him and his wife
Yep.
and all that space.
Well, I mean, they had 2 other kids. And then
Oh,
I'd
okay.
come back from college.
Okay.
By the way, speaking of repairing
The
your
basement's the
vacuums,
best.
somebody did text us that there's a place that they fix their vacuums in Deer Park. There is a place in the Woodlands that knows all things Dyson. It's in a strip center. You're going to miss it if you don't watch the feeder road. And these guys, it is the everything Dyson warehouse. Like you walk in there, you could have the Dyson stick, the animal, whatever
They break
Dyson
a
you
lot.
have. I feel
Never
like
had a
they
problem.
have not been holding up their part of the bargain
No.
at all.
I
the
think
Dyson.
Dyson's overrated.
Those guys were really nice and they fixed it. But man, the last one that I got, I probably had it now for 7 years, maybe 6 years. And I feel like when I'm vacuuming, it blows the dust back sideways. It has to
Oh,
go over this
no.
way. I'm like, what the hell is it doing?
Canister
clogged
full?
up?
No, you know what I did? I
think
turned it upside down and I took scissors to it because, it's me and my daughters and we have hair and we shed like cats. And so that roller gets really rolled up with the hair that is picking up from the all over the house. You don't realize how much you're shedding. So I had to take the scissors to it and cut out all the hair.
Oh,
but
God, and
still, it
peel
was
it
like
off.
blowing back of the stuff. I was like, the vacuum.
By the way, there's a listener.
Adulting problems.
They said they leave the radio on our show on for their dog.
Jules does that.
So what's your dog's name? We could once in a while we could say it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Super cup.
Don't do that.
Keep him company.
Is there secret words they like? Like my dog, when I hear it say beach, or say
Oh, yeah.
my in-law family's other dogs.
Yeah.
they get all
Well, I
excited.
read
In other
that
words-
it takes about 400 times to repeat a word before they understand it. Like about 400 times of hearing that word in repetition, they finally, they put 2 and 2 together and figure out that means that.
I wonder what it takes for men. 800.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, you guys
Put the
never
seat
find
down.
anything. Where is it? Well, why don't you just move the thing that's in front of it? Maybe it's sitting behind it. Eye roll.
That is
How many times have I said in my household, look with my eyes?
yes.
Don't look with yours, look with mine.
Yes.
eye roll.
Where is it?
Everybody's got their
It's
little
on the
quirks.
shelf where it's supposed
It's
to
right
be.
there.
No
All
wonder-
you just move it over.
Well, see, you act that way. You just complained about your husband yesterday with computers, how he gets everything. He knows everything about
because
computers.
he actually
and tells
knows
you to
everything
move.
and I know nothing. So he's like, move.
See? Now you know how it feels.
Yes, but you're trying to find something more likely than you are stuck on an Excel spreadsheet in my house.
Real quick, like, what's your number one complaint, Eric? Like, your wife is like, oh, do you leave crumbs or the toothpaste or what?
Oh, his wife's number one complaint, you mean?
I don't know.
yeah.
I'll have to ask her.
You know,
I'm sure
the thing
there's
that
too many.
drives her nuts.
Probably
He
my,
doesn't do dishes.
And what about you,
my
Roula?
snoring.
Well, I've always talked about the sock
Sock balls.
balls. And I was like, please, just unroll the sock. Just unroll the sock. I just don't want to have to unroll the sock. I'll wash the socks. I'll find
They
the
don't get
socks.
dry when you put them in the dryer.
Can you just unroll the
Wet
sock?
sock balls are gross.
Like
I
when
have
you get
to
it out of the
unroll
dryer,
sock
everything's
to throw it in
dry.
the washing machine. I'm like, oh.
Outer sock is
And
dry.
my son
and
is
you-
doing it too now. And I said, buddy,
Don't do
you cannot throw these in the laundry like that. You cannot. You have to unroll the sock. Do not throw a sock ball into the hamper.
How about is he at that age yet where you start flipping your underwear?
Oh, with your foot.
That was the
I
thing
don't know.
forever.
I haven't observed that.
Like,
Like
Yeah, when you're
Asian?
taking
from
them
age
off.
10 to 35.
Yeah, they're on one leg and
You
you
just
just
flip them up in the air.
Age 10 until your hip breaks. What are you talking about?
That's true.
You guys are going to do that until your hip breaks.
I haven't done it in a while.
For sure. All right, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, because it's April Fool's Day, there are some celebrities who have pulled some epic pranks and revenge pranks. Which one got immigration involved on a tour bus? Oh, man. There's a lot. There's a lot there. Here's your weather for today.
All right, it's going to be cloudy, high in the mid 80s right now, 68 degrees and 613 on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
From the big screen to the big house.
Celebrity Scoop, the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric on KRBE.
All right, we just played Kendrick Lamar and SZA. They're going to be together again at NRG Stadium. We saw them at the Super Bowl together. Now they're on tour together.
Wow.
And NRG Stadium, their date that they're going to be coming to Houston is April the 23rd, and that's the
coincidence.
place. What a
They
coincidence.
pulled that off like that.
My goodness, what a plan. Of course, the tickets are on sale at livenation.com, but you can win them for free today on KRBE, Monday through Friday this week between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. When you hear the cue to call, that's what it is. It is the cue to call because it literally tells you, be caller 104 right now, and you're going to win tickets to Kendrick Lamar and SZA. So just be listening for that between 7 and 7. It happens multiple times.
It's hard to wrap your head around that, though, playing NRG. What is that capacity for a concert? 60,000
70
people?
plus.
Well, it's 70 with the
Well,
rodeo.
actually, more than that, because remember, the rodeo has dirt floor.
Dirt floor,
this
yeah.
floor is full.
Oh, yeah.
This floor is full.
It just takes a lot of talent for anyone that performs there to reach everybody, to like make them feel like they're part of the show.
Yeah.
Well, also, the sound is not my favorite at NRG.
No, it's not
Of
really
the
built
shows
for
I've
that,
seen.
but...
Although Taylor Swift's Eras Tour sounded pretty good.
Yeah, and GNR sounded good.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You and I went to that Guns N' Roses
But
show. They
the
sounded-
rodeo shows I saw this year
Sounded really
just
good.
didn't hit for me. I couldn't hear them. Maybe I'm DJ
It was a little
deaf.
hard. No,
Yeah,
it was
right.
a
Like
little
Post
hard.
Malone, I was like, I don't.
I just knew his words. That's the only reason why I feel like I could sing along.
Maybe they all
Yeah.
use the same speakers. Like, like when other bands come in, they bring their own.
They bring
equipment.
their own system
Sound
in.
stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe those are just
right.
that's part of the deal.
Oh, and the Journey debacle of the power outage and
Fire
was
under the
that their
stage.
stuff that caught fire and that's why none of the other shows were affected to the point of bringing your own stuff or not bringing your own stuff. I don't know.
I'm not sure how it works for the rodeo, but I do know, like when they're on tour, that's what my cousin Cody does. He travels, they set up all the sound systems.
They bring their own sound systems, or they use both.
Oh, yeah. No, well, I don't know if they use any of the NRG Stadium equipment, but I do know that they set up
Probably
everything.
for a fee.
Oh, and by the
Big
way,
fee.
you have until April 4 if you went to the Journey show and you want a refund on your tickets. You have until April 4 if you purchase your tickets on AXS to request the refund. Now, I don't know how that works for you if you bought them via StubHub or some other third party thing.
If you're a third party, you're SOL. You can get the value of the ticket. And that's
Yeah.
about it. You're not going to get back the upcharge.
I'm thinking that's probably
Otherwise, you get
how it
something back.
works. Exactly. You get something back. Okay, so today's April Fool's Day, and there are a lot of people who like to play pranks. In the past, here on the Roula and Ryan Show, we've had a couple of doozies.
Maybe later on we can go down memory lane and some of
Yeah.
our top ones, or people remember stuff that we did in the past.
But
Here's
we're not
one that
doing
almost got us
today.
fired.
Here are all of the ones. If we tried them today, they'd get us fired. All of them.
There's a Secret Service came to our house.
Chris Stapleton, Eric, pulled a whiskey prank last year. He put out a fake ad for Traveler Whiskey. his brand on Instagram. It read, "It's smoother than a baby covered in velvet, and drink it. If you don't like it, just spit it out." That was his slogan.
If you don't like it, spit it out.
What?
It's like sacrilegious.
That's a lame one.
Blasphemous.
I never tried that stuff.
His whiskey?
Yeah, I don't want to fall for people or, celebrities.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
like
like he's
Código
out
Tequila,
there in the
I gotta
backyard
say.
with a still. He attached his name to something.
That's what makes me wonder. Like,
But maybe
is
he
it
is a
good?
big whiskey connoisseur, and he really went and did the work and wanted to
Like,
make
if
sure
someone
he
came
got
to
the
me,
right
I'd want to make
place.
sure it's the right.
Yeah, distillery and all
But I
that.
liked it. If I didn't like it, then again, if they offered me $1 million, I'd be
I
like,
was just
it could
gonna
be
say that.
goat pee, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
this bourbon's the best.
Right.
You know,
That's $1 million
tequila.
bucks.
I'm not a big tequila connoisseur, but when I did like to drink tequila, I do enjoy George Strait's Código tequila. I think it's nice and it's
What's it called?
smooth. Código, Codigo,
Código.
tequila. You can find it at all the liquor stores. Okay, so Brooks and Dunn also were big rodeo stars this past season for the rodeo, and they once left a headless eel in their tour mate Faith Hill's tour bus bed
Oh, but
while
that
they were on
smelled good.
tour. So she got them back by getting them detained by immigration officials at the U.S. border when their bus had to cross the border, and got them all strip searched.
Oh my God.
Holy crap.
How do you even
harsh.
plan
What did
that?
she say that they're
How do
carrying
you
something?
organize that?
Put a bunch of weed in there, and
I don't know, but when Kix Brooks was asked about it, he famously joked, "Well, don't put that rubber glove on if you're not going to use it."
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Whoa.
she got them.
A lot of tour mates will prank each other because of the fact that they are on tour together for so long and there's shenanigans on the road. Taylor Swift once opened for Keith Urban back in 2009 before she was the Taylor that we know now. And he had a hit song called Kiss a Girl. So she had her band come out like members of the band Kiss during that
I remember
song.
that. Taylor
Do you
was
remember
dressed
that?
like Ace Frehley. She was the spaceman.
And some of the dancers were dressed like Hershey Kisses. It's kind of funny. It's like silly. Just silly. It's just so silly.
Super silly.
April Fools.
April Fools.
That makes sense.
Because today is April Fool's, so you have to really watch what you're reading today, and you have to really watch what you're sharing that you read today. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, just any website you go to.
They should just call it Lie Day.
A lot of times the companies
That's all they
lie
do.
the day before.
so
or
they
a few
can
days
set it up.
before. That way
but does
people
that
tell
count? Because when Christine was on our show, she lied outside of April Fool's, and we're like, that's not April Fool's.
She
That's
tried.
That's
It
just a
has
lie.
to be on April Fool's for it to be fooling somebody.
And by the
you
way,
can't do it April 4.
Just a trick.
If you don't remember that prank, she made us think that she got a really bad tattoo and didn't know how to get rid of it.
Well,
Yeah.
at first it did look like it because he had the bandage on.
She
we're like-
covered it with a
but
gauze.
it
It was
wasn't
a
April
neck
1st.
tattoo. She said she turned 30 and she wanted to do all these crazy things. She got a neck tattoo. But she had it covered with a gauze, like in the medical tape. 'Cause
Yeah.
She was like, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. And fresh tattoos look real shimmery, like shiny, right? They have that sheen. Aren't they
Yeah.
like real shiny?
Depends if they put the ointment on it.
Plus, it puts us in a weird place because you can't,
Shame her.
shame her.
Well, we did. Because we're like, what the hell?
What were you thinking,
off
girl?
The air, we're like, what in the hell were you thinking? Why would you do
But then it
this?
started running.
And then I started working my contacts. Like, how are we going to get this thing off of her neck? How are we going to laser this thing off her neck? And then she's like, April Fool's. And we're like, it's April 3rd. That's not April Fool's.
Well, it was back 'cause she got her. She got you.
Yeah, she got me. I was mad because I was trying to help her.
Yeah,
I was totally distracted the whole show, texting all my people, like, how can we get this thing off of her neck? She's totally regretting it.
Oh.
And so this
Trying to help
lady
her.
and this lady were all calling,
Yeah.
texting each other and saying, okay, tell her to come to this office after the show and la, la, la. And then I was like, you made me tap into my contacts for nothing.
Get a laser company. You can do
I was gonna
endorsements
get it lasered
for.
off.
Oh, there's one right on Bunker Hill on I-10, and it's not that easy removing them.
I thought
And
they're
it
better
takes-
now because like Pete Davidson's looking pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay,
but it
so I
takes
saw that
multiple
picture,
sessions.
but I would think it's April Fool's if I saw it today. I saw it weeks ago, but is that really his body, or did somebody like AI that smoothness?
No, he's
Because it
getting
looks
better.
like almost perfect.
I know.
It looks like it's never
I
been
think
tatted.
the technology
It's
is
pretty
getting
good.
so much better.
He's
That's
rich.
why. Yeah. Yeah.
How about Ed Sheeran? You see his body today?
No.
No.
Isn't that prep
Why
packet?
does it look good?
Just everyone was shocked with all his whole
He's ripped.
chest is
Tattooed?
tattoos.
Oh, okay.
That's what I can't wait until when I get rid of this baby.
You want to tattoo your chest?
I'm tattooing myself again.
Not
Not my
that
chest though.
Shawn Mendes has any tattoos, but he did the Lady Gaga abracadabra dance all on his own, and he did it really well. There's a lot of sugar in that tank in that video, I must say. So good on him that he's finally made his way out of the closet. You should check it out. It's really fun. He does a great job.
And where'd you see it? Just all over
on the
just follow him?
Instagram.
He
Yeah.
came
On
out.
the Instagram.
Whoa, Ed Sheeran is totally tatted.
Yeah.
From
I knew he was-
top to bottom.
His
Yeah,
arms
fine.
were getting pretty
He's
busy.
legit. Like
I
it's
gotta
like a
see
shirt tattoo.
What? It's like
Yeah, it's
isn't
really-
Bieber like that now?
Like he is
Wow.
fully covered.
Here it comes. Let me go to the.
That's got to be painful, man. Or unless you just like that kind of pain.
Yeah.
You know, some people like really like that way it feels.
Right.
They're like, yes.
But the tattoo removal is the same as laser hair removal.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Same
heard
one?
that it's
right.
It's probably like
That's
a different
painful.
laser, but it feels the same.
Good grief.
Well,
Well,
you see
Let
it?
me see. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very
it-
all those
colorful
colors?
tattoos.
it looks
It's
like
a lot
his
of
chest looks like
colors.
Fruity Pebbles. the color.
You're right.
Not the
does.
I like his
designs.
new
It
haircut.
does.
the upkeep on that. Ugh.
Wow. You have to maintain a tattoo?
I mean, with
People
colored
are-
tattoos, they
And the,
fade.
The picture is one of these things where he tried to do a video about one thing, but everyone's distracted by how many tattoos he has. Because he was just showing his morning routine, but he was doing it with shirtless. So everyone's like, holy crap, who knew you had this many tattoos on your
Right,
shirt?
Why does he need
right.
bright stuff? He's already white. Like it's already bright enough.
Well, you got to take advantage of that.
Tattoo a
It's really,
tan.
it really.
Yeah.
Tattoo a tan on me?
The lighter you are, the more that pops.
Oh, that's true.
One person said that if you want to pull a very harmless, easy, like stupid prank on somebody today, you can change their birthday to April 1st, like your spouse's birthday to April 1st on Facebook, and they'll be bombarded with happy birthday texts and they won't know why. That's like stupid harmless. Like
You would have to
something
have
just like
access
it's like,
to their
huh, that's
account.
weird because you have to go back to them and be like, that's not my birthday, thank you, but that's not my birthday today.
Anything that happens to you for real today, no one believes you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like from having babies to like believe it or not stories.
If I got pulled over,
Yeah, right,
I'd be
buddy.
like, what?
April Fools, I don't believe you. I swear, I'm in jail right now. Get me out of here. Oh, whatever. Life 360 though. Thank God for that.
So we want to hear from you about some epic pranks that maybe got pulled on you or you pulled on somebody for April Fools. Maybe somebody pulled it on you and then the next year you did it to somebody else because it was that good it got you. 833-390-KRBE. It's April Fool's Day. And we'll talk about that next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
It's KRBE. Turn it up. With more of the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
It's April Fool's Day today. We are telling you this straight out of the gate so you don't get fooled and get fooled again.
We're not doing it ourselves, but we want to hear from you right now. Were you got in the past or have you got somebody?
And then maybe somebody got you and you just repeated what they did to you the next year on somebody else.
And if you remember something we did, because we used to do it all the time for
Every year.
like 15 years in a row.
We got,
see.
Or
we got
12.
chewed out a few times.
Let's go to Ethan on the line at
Secret Service.
833-390-KRBE. Hi, Ethan. Good morning.
Hello.
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 Did you pull the prank or somebody pulled it on you?
No, this is a prank me and a friend did.
Okay. Tell us about it.
So this was about 8 years ago when I was still in the military, and it was April Fool's Day. So me and him went to the donut shop, and we got a bunch of donuts, and then we went to the grocery store and bought a turkey baster and horseradish.
Oh.
And we filled some of the donuts with horseradish, but not all of them.
Smart.
So that people would be like, oh, hey, they've got donuts up there. And then we set them out, and, some people walked by there, oh, who brought the donuts? I was like, yeah, I just wanted to be nice and bring donuts for everybody. And then
Oh, God.
God.
there
So,
was at least two people I remember, they, grabbed the donut and walked away, and then came back. And one of them was like, man, I think something was wrong with that donut. It tasted, really weird. I think it had gone rotten. And I'm just, trying to keep my composure and not laugh in their face. And then finally I told him, I was like, yeah, I put a horseradish in the donut. And then another person who got one, walked down the hall, took a bite, came running back into the office like, you.
They do it.
And I was like, yeah, April Fools.
That is
That's
So you're
so
saying we
nuts.
should all be careful today.
yeah, free
People
food.
really
like that
don't
one.
accept
Beware of
food.
food.
That's harmless.
We do have
Fun.
Try It Tuesdays today. If somebody bringing us something, oh, God, it's going to be a
I'm not
prank.
sure. I got to talk to Ahmad. I think
All right,
Right.
I'm not sure. I'm thinking 8 o'clock hour they're bringing stuff, but I think it's supposed
I
to be
don't know,
good stuff.
Midiata.
Is it supposed to be a
We're
prank?
doing the opposite of
Midiata did bring something?
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay,
we have
good.
that.
Okay, that's good. Well, Ethan, that's a good one. Somebody might copy your idea. Thanks for the
I hope
idea.
not.
I hope not.
I hope not.
That's
Don't
smart.
ruin a Shipley donut like that.
I
How
like
dare
that.
you?
Put it in the middle. That way the first one's not bad.
Yeah, think about it.
And people are standing around eating one like, oh, this is great.
Some people don't like the jelly infused stuff.
I've
You can get
never
the
done a jelly
eclair,
donut.
what do they call them? Eclairs or
Yeah.
what's
Yes,
the word? Long
yes,
Johns or
yes,
something?
Long John's
yes.
up
The
north.
Boston cream filled.
Oh, love
Put
those
the
things.
horseradish in the cream.
Oh,
man.
I could go for one of those right now.
Oh, Ethan.
man.
Horseradish
Not
donuts.
that, but
All right, Casey is up next. We're asking you to tell us how you got pranked or how you pranked somebody on April Fool's Day. Hi, Casey. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
So what, was it to you? Did you do it or did somebody do it to you?
No, I was little, and my dad pranked me and my sister. I have a twin sister. And it was on a Saturday, and he gets up rushing us, telling us that we're late to school, like getting dressed and everything. We're fully dressed, and he's like, okay, go back to bed.
That's good, Dad.
Yeah.
Dad humor there.
That is a stressful thing when somebody's like, come on. And then you can't even register. You're so scrambled. You're like, I think, okay, we have to get dressed. I don't know.
Like, get your kid right now. If you're listening, this is your time to do it. Like,
for real.
With a grog.
Because you're waking up and you don't hear. I remember my dad was like, Eric, someone stole your four-whieler, because it just parked out in the farm outside my house. What? And I went, I went out there. And then 6 weeks later, it was stolen.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, these kids.
That's bad karma.
2 8th graders stole it from me.
Oh, no.
You got it back?
Did you get it back?
Well, they put it across. They couldn't. They tried to hotwire it. Well, how are you going to hotwire this? And they pushed it across in the cornfield. And they cut the wires and stuff. And
so because they couldn't steal it, they decided to vandalize it.
Yeah. They tried to put it in neutral, and then they pushed it across over a ditch into the cornfield. I found it.
So you found it there like a...
Yeah, thank God. I mean,
like a corpse on a walking trail, and Sam's looking for body bags.
Yep. So be careful, karma.
Weird.
Oh, God. Okay. Maryland's up next.
Same exact
We're-
situation.
You'd love living out where I live, Sam. You could look for dead bodies all the time.
We're asking you, how did you get pranked, or how did you prank someone in the past? Marilyn, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Happy April Fool's
So were you the
Hi,
pranky? Hello. Were you the pranky
Well,
or were you the pranked?
No, we were the prankers. My husband and I, we were having a dinner party at our house. I don't even remember the reason. It was so long ago. But we were giving a gift to my mother-in-law, and it included scratch-off tickets, the fake kind where they say you win $1 million.
Oh, damn.
And so nobody in the whole house knew that we did this to her, and she scratched off the first one, and she won $1 million, and she was screaming and yelling and crying, and she kept jumping all over my father-in-law. And the whole house just erupted like, oh, my God. And she got on the phone and started calling her sisters. And
I don't
like
need you in
everybody
my
in the
life
family,
anymore.
telling everyone like within 5 minutes. We let it go on for like 10 minutes that it, that she won $1 million, and then we just
did
had to
she
break
cry
it to her.
when you told her the truth?
She was already crying. Because
Sounds like it was a joy.
She called her
really
boss.
She won $1 million.
I quit.
She was so upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric, you're
God.
right.
I would be beside myself.
You could, I mean, you could really screw somebody up if they got, you know what? I've had it with your crap. I've always hated you. I quit. You're a jerk.
Yeah,
Look over your husband. I can't stand you anymore. We'll just take half. We'll split it and never see each other again. It's over.
You're like, that's a fake ticket. Hi, April Fools.
Oh, April Fool's to you, too. I knew it was fake.
How did she, Marilyn, how did she react when y'all told her, oh, sorry, that's fake?
She started crying worse.
Oh, no.
I bet.
She was really mad at us.
I would think so.
And
That's a tricky one.
Every year she thinks of that, how you ruined her.
Exactly right.
Did she ever get revenge on you?
I'm going to guess no. Hold on one
Sorry,
second.
gone.
Sorry.
I'm going to move on to Cisco. You know why? Because we're running short on time, and Cisco texts us all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Cisco, have you ever been on the show with us on the phone? Or you're just we just always see your text at 37530.
Hey, good morning, my
Hi.
people. Now, I've been a handful of times, nothing crazy.
Okay. So tell us how
Clearly,
you
very,
pranked.
very memorable.
Okay, tell us. Yeah, I know, right?
So basically, I've done a couple of pranks on my kids, mainly my oldest one. One time he really wanted to try rum chata, and it's like, bro, you're under 18. I'm not going to start giving you alcohol. But here we go. It's April Fool's. So basically, I put regular horchata and I put some ranch dressing mix on it.
Ew.
And I took that bad boy up. I made it look like I was pouring it into rum chata into a glass. And I switched it, and it turned out to be that. So he took a big old gulp of it,
That makes you want to gag, Cisco, because we did ranch-flavored soda here, and it was so disgusting. It makes me gag.
I know, I remember that.
I can only imagine how fake rum chata, ranch chata tasted. Disgusting.
And then another time I did chocolate-covered strawberries, but they were laced in onion powder and garlic powder.
Onion and garlic powder under the chocolate.
What if it turned out to be good and then you become a billionaire?
No.
Oh, no.
Everyone loves it.
Well, I know salty sweet, but that's just disgusting.
By the way, people are texting
Garlic and onion.
the one number one for us. People remember is the cat sound effect that would play throughout the morning. Never acknowledge it.
Yeah. People thought
a cat was trapped in their hood.
We had
under
people
their
pull
car.
over their car and thought it was in the trunk.
That was the key. You just never acknowledged it. And then the other one, we had the sound like when you get an email.
Ding, the ding.
The ding. That would drive people nuts.
That's right.
Kevin,
Somebody said 18 years ago, excuse me, Kevin pulled on that April Fool's joke that he said he was not gay, he was straight.
His girlfriend called in.
And she said, I'm so tired of pretending like you're gay.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of being out with you and you can't acknowledge me as your girlfriend. I'm sick of this. And the funny thing is, people for years, Kev, remember?
Yes, they didn't know. They didn't catch the end of it to where it was a joke. And then for a long time, they still thought I was straight and trying to pull the wool
your
over.
probation?
Yes.
With the community?
Yeah.
You can't be doing that, Kev.
Yeah. We got in trouble for a lot of things, including that cat one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get into trouble. We just felt bad.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we got in trouble. One time we had the Secret Service come because we screwed with the money.
$20 bills.
People were going to the banks and returning them.
Oh, yeah.
We told people your old $20 bills are going to expire. You got to get the new 20s.
Yeah.
Can't believe that.
Oh, man, that was bad. People were texting me personally, like, my grandmother died and she left us all envelopes. Should we open them? We weren't going to open them until XYZ date, but should we open them all? Because we want them to expire. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
Just wait till like 10.
It was bad. The Secret Service called.
my
His buddy Scott got the call. We were at the other crap.
Yeah.
We were at the other place.
That's right.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Ryan, somebody texted this for Sam. Sam's about to have a baby. Somebody said, I had my baby today, 21 years ago, when I called my work to tell them I was in labor having the baby. They did not believe me.
Oh, see? I told you it's going to happen.
Real news might be fake news today.
All right, this is real. UH is in the Final Four for its second time in 5 years. Now, typically, schools that qualify for the Final Four are provided about 4,000 tickets each. So they're really kind of tough to get your hands on. Now, shortly after Houston clinched its spot in the Final Four, the cheapest tickets for the entire Final Four package were listed at $650 for a spot in the upper deck behind the basket in the Alamo Dome. Now, however, those prices dipped down to about $475 by yesterday afternoon. Tickets for just Saturday's games are actually available for as cheap as $300. The cheapest ticket for the championship game is listed at $150.
And I think UH will do well because they played last week in a football stadium. And they cut it in half, so obviously this weekend it's going to be the full stadium, football field. But because it's hard to shoot there, a lot of players, usually the championship games are always lower scoring because it's just weird, the depth perception when you're shooting.
Okay.
It looks different.
Yeah.
Think about it when you're on with the
Yes,
background
right,
like that. It's
the
just weird.
Have you ever been in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio?
Just watch when the Cowboys used to play there for preseason and stuff. I remember going there once.
Yeah,
to
I've never
them.
been there. What about you, Roula? Alamo Dome, San Antonio.
Yes, but it was so long ago. I don't really. I mean, it was the Ricky Martin show like 25 years ago. Live and Live Vida Loca tour. 25 years
That's pretty
ago.
good. He played that back then.
He played here and he played there.
He played Astrodome then?
I guess it was the Alamo Dome. I remember driving there and driving back the same night of the concert.
I think now
the Alamo Dome is like it's a football stadium, so they don't have a football team, but
I think he'd probably be playing like the Bayou Art Center
I can't
now.
remember. I feel like I've been there. Maybe I haven't. Doesn't matter. I don't know. But hopefully you get your tickets and you get loud, Cougs fans, because this is going to be so exciting. Oh my God, let's go. Let's go Final Four. Let's go to the finals.
We're gonna do it. Beat Duke.
All right, coming up next, it's revenge time because it's Tuesday. If somebody messed with you and you got them back, it's not April Fool's. It's happening for real, and it's next. Revenge on